Hey YouTube, Bill in the Hills back. Still working on my pack. Okay, got another little short video here. I've got some shovels. I've got some Army shovels, which great shovels. I like to pick mostly. The shovel's good, but they're extremely heavy. I've got some of the Walmart shovels, the little folding shovels. They do okay if you just want to dig a small amount out at a time. What I've came up with, now I could shorten this. I've already measured it, I've already tried it. I could shorten this and round this guy off, and I'm going to get just a tad closer, and then we'll move the camera in here in a minute. I could shorten this roughly an inch, and believe it or not, this right here will fit right inside a canteen pack and button up. And just so we'll know here, it's 7 inches long, and that weighs 5 inches wide. Okay, what I've done here is I've actually taken the tip end of a sharpshooter off, what we call a sharpshooter, spade shovel. Now there was another piece in there that I'd cut out trying to fabricate a clip for this. This is just a piece of this. I sacrificed the shovel. Still kind of usable, be good for the chicken cage. So what I've done here, now this, as you know, those are extremely hard shovels. Don't know exactly what kind of metal they're made out of, but, well, and I've got extremely tough hands. I'm a plumber. But you can see, I mean, they're just really, really tough shovels. Now I'm going to show you some of my ideas here. Now this can be used by hand, just for using it this way and digging and scooping. Man could easily make a small frying pan out of it or something of that nature. Now I've got some other ideas here I'm going to show you. I'm going to pull the camera in just a little bit closer so you can see. But you can see kind of the idea of what I got going on here. Now this is, let me go ahead and pull the camera closer and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to try to stay out of the light here. Now, I know it's a hard shovel. I mean, my file just skates right across it. Plus, I've used that shovel for a long time. But I've got several, so I sacrificed it to come up with a good shovel. Now, because of the way it's made, I can easily slide right down into most packs easily. You'll always have a good little hand shovel. You'll always have a good little frying pan away to dry root next to the fire or something like that. Now, this is one of the ideas. You can easily manufacture a stick if you're just wanting a little more leverage, a way to, you know, have a little more distance, to be able to just really get into it and do some digging. With this system, you could chop roots, digging up, you know, roots and foraging. Now, I have lashed it, and I'm going to break in and out and show some clips and stuff. I've lashed this on. It works pretty good in case you really, you know, that's the only way you could do it. And I've also done some U-boat system like this. Now, I haven't really settled on the system I want to use. I don't know if it's really worth it to have the U-boats. The U-boats tighten it down extremely well. I actually busted a block, a cinder block, with the end of it out there earlier, and I am going to, like I said, clip in and out and show you some of the stuff. Now, another way, if you don't have a way with you to make a split, I do carry a little a knife with a little saw in it. And of course, I do carry a big saw in my pack. You could probably just split the stick easy enough, as thin as that is, and slide that up on there. Or you could do a whole stick through that side that way and bolt it on in the back, or lash it on if you need that side mostly for scraping. and vice versa, spin it around and put it on that way. Maybe for shoveling coal out of your fire pit, for, you know, to move it around. Okay. Now, the one good thing about those, now I've got another aluminum staff here, and just like the one that I made my walking stick out of, that's beveled on the top here and beveled on the bottom. This is just another part of that tool that I made my staff out of, the tree trimming tool. Now this is going to work great on my staff, my survival staff that I have. And I can bolt that down there on my walking staff that I carry just as easy as it can be bolted on that stick, and have an extremely hard digging shovel. And again, I can reverse this and put this on the back just as easy. So, but I think for most of my chores, it's probably just going to be some good old hand digging, just like that. That's going to work, and I'll be able to chop and use it for many things. And like I said, believe it or not, this thing here, if we cut it on down, and I haven't chose to shorten it just yet, but maybe with a few opinions of some people out there, I may do something even totally different. Is to shorten this guy, and this will fit right in the back of the canteen. It'll almost bulletproof your canteen. So let me know what you think about that, YouTube. Now, just to kind of get back into it for just a second, I know some people carry these in their kits so that little nuts and bolts like this can be tightened up. Now I do carry a good Leatherman multi-tool, so I probably wouldn't carry this, but my multi-tool would tighten those up just as easy. Now I can't really figure out a way to get away from these guys. I know there's some wing nuts out there, and if anybody's got any really good ideas out there besides these U-bolts, or the cord, or if they think, like I do, probably just using it this way most of the time is going to be just as beneficial as anything, let me know, and maybe I'll make some changes to my shovel or my fire windscreen. Thanks, YouTube.